Today we are going to learn about quadrant system in engineering graphics. So today we are going to define the quadrants by using the profile planes. So herein there is an vertical plane, there is an horizontal plane, okay, you can see that both vertical plane and horizontal plane, and it is folded or comprised of the profile plane. Okay, it's like an plus mark. Now we can define, so this is profile plane. So now we will define the quadrants. So there will be an observer. So here position of the observer, it will be fixed irrespective of the position of the object. Now we are going to define the quadrants by means of position in the object. This is our object. So now we can define first quadrant. So object is lying above the HP and in front of VP. So that is our first quadrant. Now we are going to place the object in the second quadrant. Position of the observer will be fixed. So the observer is looking at object below the behind of VP and above of HP. That is our second quadrant. You can see that position of the observer has to be fixed here. Now we are keeping the object here. Now the observer is seeing the object below of HP and behind of VP. That is our third quadrant. Now similarly VP is placing here. Now the observer is looking the object here in front of VP and below of HP. Below of HP. This is our fourth quadrant. So now you can see that it will be, if it is like looking in a front view, it will look like as a plus mark. So which is consists of vertical plane and horizontal plane. Now position of the object we can define with terms of first quadrant. That is our first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, okay. Now individually we can take each of these quadrants. Now initially I will take the first quadrant, okay. It will be written like a L, okay. First quadrant, vertical plane, horizontal plane. Now position of the object. So object is lying above the HP and in front of VP. Okay, now we can write. So this is what the definition of first quadrant in orthographic projection. Orthographic projection. First quadrant, it is nothing but in front of VP and above of HP. In front of VP and above of HP. That is our first quadrant. Similarly, we can write for the second quadrant. VP, HP. So position of the object, it is behind of VP and above of HP. Okay, second quadrant, it is nothing but behind of VP and above of HP. Above of HP. Simultaneously we can write for the third and fourth quadrant. Third quadrant, it is nothing but behind of below of HP and below of and behind of VP. Below of HP and behind of VP is the third quadrant. Similarly for the fourth quadrant, it is it is below of HP and in front of VP, okay. This is all the definition of the quadrants. Now we are going to represent these quadrants in terms of orthographic projection, okay. In orthographic projection we are going to write in terms of on a paper, on a A4 sheet, okay. So how these quadrants can be represented by means of an orthographic projection, we will see. We take first quadrant, okay. Here we follow one concept, that is by fixing the vertical plane, okay. And here we are going to rotate the horizontal plane by 90 degree in clockwise direction. We are going to rotate. So there is an reference line will be there, so that reference line will be there and it is connecting all the reference planes, okay. You can see in the first diagram also, so the reference line will be there, so the reference line will be connecting all the reference planes, okay. That is our reference line. So as we have rotated the HP plane, what is happening in the next step is the HP will come down of the reference line, okay. And in the final step it will become like this. When we write XY line, VP will be above the XY line and HP will be below the XY line. This is how we represent them in quadrant, in orthographic projection. Simultaneously we can write for the second quadrant. You can see here. So we are going to fix the vertical plane and rotate horizontal plane by 90 degree in clockwise direction, okay. And it is the same procedure wherein VP will be fixed. So in this step what happens, both vertical plane and horizontal plane will be above the XY line, okay. Both horizontal plane and vertical plane will be above the XY line. Now in third quadrant also we follow the same step. We take part of the quadrant, that is third quadrant. It will be like this. This is HP, this is VP. So we are going to fix the vertical plane and we rotate the horizontal plane by 90 degree in clockwise direction. Same procedure. So here HP will be coming above the XY line and VP will be below the XY line. So finally we can write HP will be above the XY line and VP will be below the XY line. Now finally we can write for the third quadrant. So in the fourth quadrant, same procedure, fixing the vertical plane and rotating HP by 90 degree in clockwise direction. So there will be a reference line. So what happens in the next step, it is both VP and HP will be below the XY line. So finally we get it like this, that is both VP will be below the XY line. So finally we can write, so quadrants will be represented by means of orthographic projection like this. First quadrant, that is VP above the XY line and HP below the XY line. Second quadrant, both HP and VP will be above the XY line, and in third quadrant HP will be above the XY line and VP will be below the XY line. And in the fourth quadrant, so it is the reverse of the second quadrant, that is both HP and VP were below the XY line. So we can make vice versa. First quadrant, it is the vice versa of the third, and second is the vice versa of the fourth quadrant.